Now, I never in my life thought that I, Adam Lidolce, would ever make a video about how to touch a man to spark his interest. But you sexy single ladies asked for it. So here we are, and here you are, and here's Steve, who I will be violating in order to teach this concept. Let's have a little fun today, shall we? Now, I've spent the past 8 years of my life lecturing and traveling across the country, speaking to people about dating, love, and attraction. And one of the most typical questions I get from women is, how do I show interest in a guy? How do I show him that, yeah, I'm interested in seeing where this goes rather than getting stuck in the friend zone? And I always come back to this one point. It's all about the touch, breaking the touch barrier. And getting comfortable with touching someone that you're attracted to and don't know that well can be very, very scary. It can be very uncomfortable. So this, my friends, is where my buddy Steve comes into this equation. I'm gonna walk you through a few different parts of talking to guys and where it is that you can touch him and exactly what it is communicating. So let's start with number one, and we're gonna start with the arms and the shoulders. Basically, by touching a guy in the arms and shoulders, you're gonna be communicating, yes, I'm considering whether or not I like you. I remember one time I met a woman at a networking event, and we were talking and we were, just having kind of a normal conversation. But I remember she left her hand on my arm for just like 1 second longer than most people would do. And just by leaving that hand on the arm, you are actually communicating to him, yes, I'm interested in seeing where this goes. This is not just like a friendship type conversation or even a business conversation. This could be something more. Notice how just like the lightest touch on the shoulder can mean that to a guy. Number two is lightly brushing the hand. I remember when I used to go on a date, a lot of times when you are sitting across from one, you see it time and time again, or I would see it, you would slowly be moving your hands closer and closer together. In the moment, you probably had this happen, certainly in your teenage years, but even beyond, when your hands lightly start touching, that is a very strong indicator that I'm no longer considering whether or not I like you, I actually am very interested in you. Number three is touching the hair and the neck. By touching someone the hair or the neck, basically you're communicating that you trust them and you're seeing whether or not they trust you. For thousands of years, back when we had a lot of safety concerns as humans, for hundreds of thousands of years when we were roaming in tribes and we'd meet other tribes, one of the most sacred places on our bodies, our neck and certainly our head. And the only people that we would allow to touch us there are people who we truly trust. And it's a very intimate place, and it can be a very vulnerable place to touch someone. If he's comfortable with you touching his face or his neck and vice versa, then suddenly you are opening the whole relationship up to a whole new level of intimacy. A lot of times, that's the place where a man will touch you right before he kisses you. That's the type of advice that I would give a man back when I was coaching men is, look, if you want to kiss a woman, then first, and it's looking like the stars are aligned and it's about to happen, you can lightly touch her neck, and if she's comfortable with that, she's almost always going to be comfortable kissing you. Make sense? Number four is the thigh. This is basically the I'm thinking about having sex with you. I think this goes without saying that if you're touching a man's inner thigh, you're communicating that you're interested in a little bit more. And number five, there is one other place that you could touch a man to indicate some type of interest, and no, I'm not taking out the doll for that one. So I hope you girls had fun with this video. I did myself with my buddy Steve, and if you want more videos like this about finding relationships and love and dating, make sure you click that link right there below, that link up there, take you over to sexyconfidence.com. We have a ton of amazing resources, finding love and relationships. And also, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see Steve in upcoming videos, leave a comment right there below and let me know that this works or not, because I have no freaking idea if this is weird or not. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll speak to you, you sexy lady, next Thursday. Bye-bye.